Play.
Hello, well, once again, this is not Dust-Free Mine, this is Downtown, because the Dust-Free Mine match that I thought I was going to post, didn't have it recorded actually, because, well, between one thing and another, I mean, the capture computer here has been acting a little squirrely. I bought some kind of cheap second-hand drive for it. It actually was funny, and sometimes I forget to turn it on, and no, life's a bitch. And then I just spent all day yesterday dubbing and pressing. This other deathmatch thing that I wanted to post, and then last night I was playing this and got on here and just had a few really incredible matches, and I decided, well, I don't want to post two Downtown in a row, so what the hell, I'll just dub this one and press it, go through all that bullshit, do this one instead, because it's a better match anyway. It takes me too long to do this stuff.
Attack the center.
What can I say?
I have the orb.
What's on? Okay, well anyway, this there's only about 8 or 10 people here that had to fight really hard to get through this one.
Attack the tank.
And I think it was Haytax that helped us out towards the end. But then in the next few matches, he won AFK, and that kind of doomed us, I think, because he was a big part of the reason we won this one.
Attack the tank.
We started off at the beginning. We're struggling.
Enemy Hellbender.
Just struggling to hold on to Prime, and I'm keeping a close eye on the Prime. If anyone approaches it, I need to go back there and defend it. But we're doing a pretty good job of taking the center for at the time. That guy missed there with the shot combo. I'm doing okay with the rockets. Well, not that time.
Grab the shape charge.
Okay, so we got center for the moment. Nobody's got tank. Tank is being kind of ignored. We're a little short-handed on both sides. But it's fairly even. I think I did remember. Oh, yeah. I was hoping to ditch that Scorpion and do something about that nuke, but that's a little bit much to do in about half a second. So yeah, we're faced once more with having to take center back again. It's gonna get a little trickier, but we're just gonna keep taking it over and over again.
Grab your orb.
This was more or less just a constant fight to keep center.
Attack the center node.
I've got the orb.
Yeah, here we go. I'm sort of out of things to say. I just got done doing one of these the other day, and now I'm going to do it this morning, and now I'm not going to even post that one because I like this one better. Why do I like this one better? I don't know. I guess I thought I played better. I thought I played better anyway. About the same number of people in both of them. Well, maybe there was more people in the other.
Grab the shape charge.
Actually, this was before this one. Well, I got on there fairly early in the evening, and there was only about maybe 6 or 8 people there most of the night. Had a number of really good turnaround matches, but a lot of it just comes down to you know who's out there and basically who the best player is for the moment, because whoever the best player is for the moment often ends up playing the role of a spoiler. Then it comes down to you sort of pick out who's playing best that night, and you can pretty much guess quite often whatever team they're on is probably gonna win. That happens quite a bit. I wasn't really noticing anything like that this time, except that, well, there are several new players. I'm feeling pretty good about our chances though on up to this time. I mean, we're getting pushed back to our prime, but I'm feeling like we're not dropping the ball. We're not leaving the prime undefended, letting them walk in and take it while we're busy trying to score points in other parts of the map that don't have anything to do with actually taking those. Which is something that
Attack the center node.
I have the orb.
That's one of the peeves that I have is people that get on here and think that they're playing deathmatch and don't really understand or care that the point of this game is to control the map and hit the other core. They're just trying to play like it's deathmatch and get fragged. That's pretty much all they care about. No, that's not what we're here for. Well, this is a little desperate at this point. I mean, I'm sitting here with what, 15 hit points, and nobody's hitting center, and Red's just coming in with one thing after another, and here comes another bender. I think we're gonna get him too though. He's on fire. We should be able to, yeah, somebody got him. We're still hanging on to this. I'm gonna pick up these health things here and go for center, because I believe I saw it. Yeah, we got our tank, and that's Grimes there in the tank, and he's gonna do us a big favor by just sitting there in prime with his tank. He's been criticized. There's a nice kill. He gets criticized from time to time because I've seen him do this before. Is he'll get that tank and he'll sit in prime and he'll just stay, and it looks like he's determined to stay there the entire match, no matter what happens. But he will eventually come out of it. But he does tend to stick pretty tight to the prime, which is probably not a bad thing, especially considering that once Red figures out that he's in there, well, you know, quite often the first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna go back there and capture the tank node. As you can see, they've got the tank node right now. The reasoning being that, well, we'll take the tank node, and then when we kill the tank, then we'll get the tank stake. That's the whole idea. And you know, Blue for their part, they're not gonna sweat the tank node too much until they got the tank. You know, as long as they can keep the tank, they don't really have to worry about the tank node. Which is, you know, which saves time and labor, you know, because you're kind of short people on this match like this, and you don't necessarily have time to control the center and the tank node. That's a big issue on pretty much all the maps. That's something all these maps pretty much have in common, that you've got your actual nodes that connect one core to the other, and then you've often got these side nodes. And no matter what side of the team you're on, you know, you're only one person, and your efforts can really only go in one direction or another. You can't personally be in both places at once. You pretty much got to either go to tank or center, and generally it's. Oh Lord, I was really wanting to steal it now. Generally, my approach is usually, well, I'd rather concentrate on the map nodes and concentrate on taking territory. And as for the tank node on this map, I'll take it if I get the opportunity. But I'd rather just concentrate on the territory nodes, and as far as the tank node goes, just minimize the benefit that the enemy gets out of it. That is to say, you know, maybe I'll kill the tank node if I get the opportunity, but I may not, you know, choose a loiter there and try to build it or anything. Or maybe I'll just make sure that when the tank comes around, I kill it. You know, and that way you don't have to worry about it. And if the tank's down, you don't have to worry about what they got. You know, that saves me the trouble of having to actually go over to the tank node and have to loiter over there while God knows what is happening in the center. I'd rather stay at the center because, after all, this is how you score. You know, you score by taking the center and then hitting the core. All right, so we're looking pretty good at this point, but this is going to be a long match. I'm sitting here playing defense while our orb goes off and tries to cap, but he just died. So now I'm anxiously awaiting to see what happens. Are we going to continue our attack, or is Red going to come back here? If Red comes back, then I have to do stuff. Here comes Red. Here comes Red, but they didn't last long. Oh, that gives us another chance then, doesn't it? Our orb is still sitting back there. Okay, here it is. Our orb's down. It's going to come back up again, and I got to do something about this bender, and now I'm taking fire, so it's not what it's doing. I'm probably thinking I got a ditch, probably. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I think I saw the Deemer come up. I was thinking about making a run for that, but then I seen somebody grab it, so I had to go back. But by that point, I had too much damage on the end of that vehicle. But fortunately, the Scorpion is also pretty good for defense, almost as good as the Bender itself, just with the suicide. That's okay. guy's gonna just get away with his Manta. We're hanging on here. I'm glad that guy got the orb, because I really don't like to carry the orb all that much. I'd rather get in Bender and defend with that. Yeah. It was a tough match. I mean, they just couldn't. This guy is going to be very nimble. That's okay. We got him. Some people are pretty good at dodging around the vehicles and killing them. You know, they can do that. You can be a little mysterious because you get used to killing the people on foot very easily with these vehicles, and then you get that one guy that just sort of dances around. And bullseye. I really kind of wasted that Scorpion. I could have held on to that. That guy was playing pretty dumb. I probably could have killed him with just the primary car. Well, we're still kind of stuck in center here. It's going to be a long time before we get any further than this, and we'll probably get knocked back one more time before it's over with. There he flubs his suicide. I'm feeling like there's too much damage on that turret.
I've got the orb.
Yeah, I felt that. You get hit by that Redeemer a few times, and after a while you start hearing the Redeemer even if it's not around. Ducking behind things, you know, because you hear this whistling sound, you're like, oh, that's the Redeemer. No, it's not. You're just imagining things. It's a little unnerving when you get two Mantas come in at you at once. It's getting late, and I gotta get to bed so I can go to work tomorrow. Damn. But I'm determined to stay up and get this thing started on the compressor, because that stupid thing takes forever. I should probably... Oh, there's Grimes. There you go. See, he's been in there all this time. He drove in there about, oh god, 5-10 minutes ago. He's still there. He's going to stay there most of the match. I think his comment was that I'm a team player, which is, ironically, the kind of thing I often think myself. That was a little odd. I was sitting there thinking, why did he get out of that Bender?
Attack the tank balloon.
And then I get out of it because I want a cab. And somebody else grabbed it. Well, that was nice. I was really worried there for about a second that Red was going to jump in there and grab that Bender because it was in pretty good shape. And I really didn't want to do it. I don't like this position, but I'd rather stay back in the Bender and shoot from a distance. But I feel like there's a fair number of people back there. If you can kill these Reds as they emerge out of their little hole there, you can possibly help your team out with their attack. I don't really see an attack going on. Our orb's motionless, so that was really for naught. But there's our orb. Pick that up.
I have the orb.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about running forward. I'm feeling kind of aggressive. I usually tend to be kind of defensive on games like this, but you know, not a huge match. And there's a couple of noobs on each side, and they're providing some fairly simple targets. Although the rest of them are doing us some trouble. Oh, there we go again. They got it again. When they cap the center like that, it's a good idea to keep an eye on the orb spawn point, and as soon as one of them Reds try to jump in there and grab that orb, he doesn't nail him, but didn't get a chance to pull that off this time. Yeah, it's starting to look worse now. They've got vehicles moving around out here. I'm gonna circle around and see if I can get that Bender or something. No. I think, yeah, they got our prime down now, so now I'm kind of in a desperate situation. I was just trying to tie up that orb carrier for a couple of seconds to keep going forward and capping our prime. And meanwhile, you'll notice there's nobody doing anything about our prime, so I'm not feeling happy about our team right now. I'm feeling a little critical of our team. I'm saying, you know, why isn't our team doing what they should, you know? Why isn't our team taking advantage of all our opportunities?
I've got the orb.
There's Grimes. Still sitting there in that tank, thank goodness for him, because he's the only thing keeping us alive at this point, I think.
Attack the tank.
And, feeling a little pessimistic at this point. I'm going to kill that Manta and just barely keep him alive, but there he goes. That's it. Yeah, a little too much to deal with. It's just me now, all alone, facing off against everything Red wants to throw at me. Meanwhile, Our node is sitting there completely unbuilt. Nobody doing anything about it. Well, we're a little short-handed.
5 minutes remaining.
I'm going to see if I can back up over these bollards, which I can do.
Grab your orb.
This is something, this is another thing. Oh, and they're trying to sneak in with the orb too. Yeah, it is possible to back up these bollards without the aid of rockets. In fact, if I'm backing up these bollards and they come in and they try to help me out with the rockets, it actually makes it harder, which is kind of annoying, you know, because if I drive it forward, if you drive it forward, well, then I need the rocket assist. You know, you can't drive over these bollards going forward usually. But usually if you drive it forward, you know, the risk is, well, nobody's going to help you out with the rockets. You know, you can't do that yourself. You know, you drive it forward and you're doing that on faith. You know, somebody's going to come here and shoot the rockets and help me get up there. Sure, they will. Well, what if they don't? Well, what happens if they don't? You turn around and try to back over the bollards. What happens then? The minute you back up and try to get over those bollards backwards, somebody comes along and starts shooting the rockets, trying to help you out over the bollards, except that you don't need his help when you're driving backwards. And in fact, he's making it harder for you. So that's Murphy's Law all over for you. There's Grimes again, you know, doggedly getting that tank into prime. Him and Hatak, that's why we won this, really. I don't know if Hatax is even in the game at this point. I think he's coming out. I think he's going to end up with high score at the end of it. But yeah, then he goes AFK in the next couple of rounds. And that's probably why we're going to lose. You know, I appreciate what Grimes is doing here. I'm going to spend the next 5 minutes or so just sitting here healing because I want to win the game. That's what it's all about.
Attack the center node.
These were nice games. I felt like, you know, regardless of what I may say, you know, I felt like, you know, the team was actually making a good effort here. Both teams were. Even the noobs were, you know, they weren't sitting there hot dogging or whoring around or trying to, you know, up their score and shit and fuck the match, you know. They were actually out here trying to take the match. For the most part. Now I'm feeling a little better, you know, we got our node. We got a tank up there. There, I clubbed my suicide.
Attack the tank node.
That's okay. We got a tank up there. He'll be dead in a minute, hopefully. But yeah, now our node goes down again. Well, I'm not gonna ask Ryan to get out of that tank. I don't want him doing that. Okay, we're building it up again. I'm gonna jump in there just to get an idea of what's going on. Tank's dead. To provide some cover while he gets healed up because he's badly damaged. It's actually kind of amazing on this because we were really getting pushed pretty hard to a lot of this. It was not at all certain we were going to win this at all. Oh well. But you know, that's why I want to post this. This was a little bit. There was a little bit more action in this than there was in the other one that I have all ready to go, sitting on the hard drive, ready to post. Except for it's downtown too. I don't want to post 2 downtowns in a row, and it takes me so long to post anything, anyways. What because of the weird way that I choose to do these captures, and because I have such a slow internet connection and so on. I found out the other day that I went on my internet service provider's website, and like I always do, I went on there and checked to see what internet speed options I have to see if I can upgrade it. Normally it tells me that the only option I have is their slowest tier, which because of the crappy phone lines we have here in this particular section of the third world that I live in.
1 minute remains.
But yeah, this one day I looked up there and oh god, by golly, I can get 3,000 kpbs instead of the 1,500 I'm stuck with now. And I just immediately got on the phone and called up their technical support, and yeah, there's that guy. I like when I get up to the window because I can usually get him with a fender here. Called up their technical support, and you know, I was like, hey, I looked at your website. It says I can get 3,000 kpb. I can get the middle tier now, huh? And it says, doesn't say that. And I said, yeah. And I was just wondering, is that for real? Because I'm familiar with this. I'm familiar with the fact that you people love to bullshit me and stuff like that, and then joke about it later on after I've signed the fucking contract. And he looked at it and says, Yeah, it looks like it says that you can have it.
8,
One minor
7,
problem, it looks like the
6,
copper wire going to your house is already used up to 90% of its capacity, so even if you did get the next tier up, it wouldn't, you probably wouldn't see any actual benefit out of it. It says, well, that's good to know. And then I call the sales department and they inform me that I didn't even have access to that tier anyway, regardless of what the website says. It just goes to show if you want to know what's going on, ask the salespeople because they know. That's a joke. Okay. Well, as you can see, it's business as usual out here. We're still fighting over center, which is what this map is all about. There's a whole lot of deathmatch going on. There's somebody up on top. I'm not really sure if he's red or blue. Oh, he's blue. Always nice to know that the guy up there is on your team.
grab the shape charge.
Where's our tank? I think our tank is down. That's okay. Grimes will just go get another one. He's real good about that. He will too. It's pretty amazing. I was really expecting at some point that Red was going to get control of the tank, but I don't believe they ever did. Even though they were really trying to. Yeah, I think at some point here Grimes is going to. Yeah, here he is. He's coming out. Finally, maybe that's someone else in that tank. Maybe that's what happened. Yeah, that's not Grimes anymore. That's. Oh wait a minute. Maybe it is. Or maybe it's Mr. Gump. I don't know who this is. I'm tired. The other thing I'm not going to do on this thing is sit here and watch this entire thing hunched over and watching that one with the square down at the bottom very carefully where it tells me who's getting on and who's getting off the server so that I can report all that to you in great detail. Because I know that has a great bearing on how these matches go out. You know, a lot of these matches turn on who gets on the server and who leaves the server, but it's just too much work. So, you know, keep an eye on that little section down at the bottom of the screen where it tells you that, and, you know, keep careful track of who's on the server, because it's good to know. Because it is a little misleading, I'd have to say. You know, I get in these matches, and your perception of how much impact you're personally having on what's going on is very skewed, but you can feel like, you know, you're the ultimate champion out here, and you're the one, you know, carrying your team and everything else, but you go to watch the replay sometimes and take careful notes about what's actually going on, and come to find out that, you know, all that really happened is that one or two people came onto the server at a crucial point, or a critical player left the server at a critical point. Just check on the nuke there; it's not there. We're getting ready to make a play for enemy prime now. I think we're getting there. Yeah, we're getting there. We're in overtime now. And this is what I like. I like these matches where it's 100 to 100, right up to overtime. I don't think anybody's done a single point to either core. It's all timing out. It's all timing out. But now we're getting handled.
Attack the tank node.
Who was in that tank anyway? Probably Mr. Gump. Grimes, Mr. Gump, who knows who they are? Uh-oh. Yeah, I really wanted that tank, but that's wasting time there. You know, at this point, you know, I'm wasting my time here at center. Why am I here? I should be at the prime. You know, the prime is down. Why the hell am I fooling around at center? Why would you fool around at center when the prime is down? You gotta get to the prime. I want to stop with the armor. See, we're on top of it. Oh god, they would cap it before I got to it. They're just making it harder for me. It's like they don't want me to win. Just die, okay? Yeah. Well, damn it.
Attack the enemy prime node.
That's Native Vision. He's in there calling everybody a cunt, telling him to suck dick and everything else like he loves to do.
I've got the orb.
He's a great source of entertainment. One of the main reasons I play this game, I think. Okay, here we go. We got their prime down. I wanted to do a suicide on that thing. Maybe let's see if I kill him. There he goes. Ooh, and I landed on a roof too. That's an unusual opportunity. Let's be jumping this turret and
Red core is critical.
get whoever's out here, but there's nobody out here because they are a little short-handed. Oh, the nuke is up. I can see it from down here. I was thinking, well, maybe I'll sit up here and shoot whoever goes after it, but no, that begins to look like a bad idea. Because after all, you know, sitting in that turret is kind of like an invitation for somebody to come along with a sniper rifle and headshot your ass. which is inevitably what happened. Oh, there we go. That's it. Okay. Well, anyway, real nice match, Happy.